Now, it was fun, intriguing and educative for dozens of revelers at the Oguaa Conquest, a trip to the central region as part of events to mark the Ghana month here on the multimedia station. In the following report, Nancy Emefa Dradosi captured the thrills and chills of the trip.
Expectations were high, with many foreign nationals waiting to have a feel of Ghana and the central region specifically for the first time.
My first time in Africa, so I'm really looking forward to experiencing the culture and I'd love to see wildlife.
Yeah, I'm just, for me it's all about cultural experience, just to see places that are different from my home. Nice sceneries, interesting people, and that's it.
Our first stop was at the Hans Cottage in the central region, a notable tourist destination of the country with a man-made lake which offers sailing, fishing, boat riding and friendly crocodiles to the amusement of guests. Ride on with us, let's do this.
We will walk down the walkway to the crocodile site, and then as we go on, I'll be giving you a brief history about Hans Cottage. Once again, welcome to Hans Cottage.
One baby crocodile over there, and looking at it from a distance, you can see that that's a female crocodile, because I said for the female crocodiles they are brown in color and the male crocodiles are dark in color. Just look, the head is showing just right above the water level. Yeah, that's it showing over there. So we are going to use the chicken to attract the crocodile forward, and then some of you can get the opportunity to feed the crocodile. So we have this whistling sound we usually make to attract the crocodiles forward. So I whistle like this. So when the crocodile hears that, then it begins to come forward. So I'm going to start the process now.
The largest crocodile we have is called Saddam. Yes, Saddam. We named it after Saddam because of a white man who came here. Not Saddam Hussein. Not Saddam Hussein. The white man just saw it and was like, wow, Saddam. And then from then, we called it Saddam. And then the second largest crocodile we have over here is called Supra.
It was time for us to also feed some of the crocodiles.
Okay, let's try it. Okay. You just fed a crocodile. How did that feel like?
I felt great.
We should do it again.
Who wouldn't want a ride on this lake?
Taking a ride on this particular boat, if I could call it. We are going to take a ride on this artificial lake. We know the crocodiles are also under this water, but they want to try as much as possible to keep calm, but that's what we do best.
Well, on our way as expected, fear started settling in. What did we do? We decided to do a rap battle.
Turn up the light and I flow to the extreme. I rock a mic like a vandal. Like a mistake, a rock champ like a candle. When Raja speak of the bones, I'm killing your brain like a voiceless mushroom gently. When I play the melody, no, me riffing in that so many.
First na monka masem, Frisena minibi, and a kasha bantimo befriend Illuminati, Rena Manya Lucky, on my way to Grammy, Makojoni group where you come in pushy Bugatti. Me, I think it's funny because I keep on making money.
Interesting, isn't it? We will tell you who won the battle later, but
so tell us, how was your experience exactly up here on the water? How do you describe it?
Scary. It was scary. It was my first time, and at a point in time I was shivering, especially when what's his name, Saddam just jumped into the water. I was like, is this thing happening? But it was fun. I like the fact that the rap and all, like it was crazy. It's my first time, my first trip, and I just love it.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Let's speak to some others, those who have been with us on the boat. Come around, talk to me. How was the experience like here at the Hans Cottage?
I guess it was really lovely. Yes, beyond my expectations.
On a scale of 0 to 10, how would you rate it?
10, of course.
10, yeah. Okay. But weren't you scared of the crocodiles?
No, actually not. I'm surprisingly very calm.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm actually surprised about that.
Not even when they were coming closer to them?
Not at all.
This lady is tough.
All too soon, it was time to leave the Hans Cottage and head to the Kakum National Park.
So very soon we'll be going on to that canopy walk. Are we ready, people?
Yes!
Are you really ready?
Yes!
We're going to walk on these stones up here. That is up about 250 feet above sea level. Taking our normal walk, we have rest stops on the way. We would stop and rest when we are tired.
People are tired already.
In less than 10 minutes, we had to take our rest.
I think I've lost one of my lungs already. I'm working with the other one now. Boy, it's a pleasant walk, but it's an uphill walk, and you lose your wind very quickly. We've just stopped for our first break, and already the thought of continuing makes me wonder whether I made the right choice. But
I am tired already. We're supposed to do 1 hour. We've done 6 minutes. Oh my God. I'm sure my camera technician will continue when I faint.
Slowly but surely, we got to the canopy walkway. As usual, there were screams.
I was there! I made it! Oh my God!
Those who walked like the boss chicks, and those who were brave enough to turn the walkways into gyms, and those who cried. So when they completed the 6 bridges, they couldn't hide their joy.
Yes, you did 2 bridges, right? Just 2.
Yeah, I don't like heights. That's my problem.
Okay, but how did you feel generally?
Oh no, it was terrible. I won't do it again. Yes, no matter how much dollars you give me, I'm not going to do it.
You, how was it? How was the ride for you? It was great.
Yes.
So you.
Bye bye Kakum, you did us some good. It's time to go and learn some history at the Cape Coast Castle. I'm sure many of you have heard stories about the slave trade. Let's take you inside the museum and get to appreciate how the slaves back then were packed in these huge ships.
Dilapidated wooden ships. You can imagine about 200 people line up here and then 200 people under them. So the feces, the urine from top here, dripping straight, it goes down.
So they couldn't get up?
Exactly, no.
So they had to defecate, also urinate at the same place?
Just like the male dungeon or female dungeon.
And if you were unlucky and got to be at the lower terrain, you'd be at the receiving end
of these feces and then the urine dripping down.
What are these ropes?
Well, if you happen to watch these old films, you could see more ropes on the ship because of the wooden nature of it. Yeah. And then they also have a way of the wind blowing towards the certain direction that they want. So this rope were used on the ship. So this rope is about 300 years old. Okay. They also use the rope to anchor the ship from the sea to the castle.
That's interesting. And I see, and I've seen them in movies before, the very anchorage that's held, the shackles that are put to the feet of people that are supposed to be slaves. Are these original shackles?
Exactly. These are original shackles excavated from the male slave dungeon in 1975. Yeah. Yes, Cape Coast Castle. When you enter the male slave dungeon, I think you saw 5 cells. Each cell housed about 200 male captives. 200. I say captives because they were not slaves here. They were captives because they were captured and brought to the castle. Europeans made them into slaves. So when you enter the male slave dungeon, you could see 5 equal cells. And they were forced to ease themselves right there. So the feces went up to a certain level above the floor. So one of these cells got excavation work. This is what we found under the debris. The feces pile up to a certain level. So this cell has seen excavation work. So after that, we saw these broken chains from our ancestors who were brought in.
After going through all the education, some just couldn't control their anger.
It makes me feel angry. How could another human being do this to somebody else?
It's a wrap, guys. If you missed this, sorry, but don't miss the next 3 trips with the team. Nancy, MFA, Jadosi. Joy News.
Very interesting. Sad I missed out on it, but I hope you join us for the next stop. That will be at Afajato. We'll be climbing the mountain. Hope you're able to make time to stay with us. We'll bring you details of that. But for now, up next is business news to stay.